Hi again. So on this very hot day, we are at the WARF, and I just wanted to talk to you for a few minutes about that. Did you know that the WARF actually recoups about 60% of their operating costs? This is pretty good. I think we can get better. Hopefully we can get up to 100% where it's self-sufficient. But if you compare it to some of our neighboring jurisdictions, such as Loudoun County, Loudoun only brings in 25 or only recoups 25% of their operating costs. So in comparison to something right next door that operates on a much larger scale than our town, they're doing pretty good. There are some ways that I think, however, we can recoup even more and maybe get out of that 40% red. The town has recently hired on a special events coordinator whose sole purpose is to do exactly that, bring in more events. It also takes away that coordination from the police department and puts it with Parks and Recs. And with her, who's actually someone born and raised in Warrenton, she knows very well versed with the town and its needs. With her on board now, they'll be able to host more events to bring in more cash flow. For example, the skate park here at the front of the wharf in the parking lot is hugely popular. If they had the money to expand, they certainly would. In the meantime, though, because it's constantly full, I think with our new special events coordinator, we could maybe utilize her to host different competitive events. We can rent the space out. Maybe we can start hosting more soccer clinics. If we do different clinics and coaching sessions for our sporting events, this is another way to recoup some money. Speaking with the head of Parks and Recs, Tommy Kierton, I know one of the dreams that he has foreseeing for this place is offering different event services for outside of town, which we would host here. We'd have a van or a bus, and anyone that chooses could buy a ticket, and then off they go to hike the Appalachian Trail together, or we could even do trips to DC or New York City, day trips that the town is hosting, where people can purchase a ticket at a reduced cost, but still is bringing in more revenue for the wharf and for our town. And then a final idea that I had that I briefly discussed with Parks and Recs, which would take a lot of coordination, and I'm not sure if it's possible, but certainly it's something worth looking into, is can the WARF charge insurance companies, medical insurance companies, for physical therapy services that has all the equipment you could possibly need if you're trying to rehab a knee or an elbow? Why don't we lease space, small office space if they have it, to a physical therapist, or if we had one on board on our staff, we could be charging insurance companies for some of that health care. Other jurisdictions do it. For example, Loudoun County again, they charge for ambulance service. It's soft billing, so it doesn't actually ever fall onto the resident or the visitor, but it does go to those insurance companies. It's millions of dollars of untapped potential that we could be utilizing. That's something I think as a council member we could maybe look into and see if it's a possibility for our beautiful Warrenton. So just a quick update for you, and I hope that you'll continue to watch my videos and you're finding them informative and slightly entertaining. And in the meantime, I want to continue to work on gaining your trust, getting your support, and your vote. Thanks.